She sold her bathwater, fooled millions with fake corn, and built an empire by turning internet culture into her playground. Some called her genius, others called her dangerous. But one thing's for sure, no one could look away. This is the strange, brilliant, and chaotic rise of Belle Delphine. It all started with a girl named Mary Belle Kirshner, born on October 23rd, 1999, in Cape Town, South Africa. Her early life, from what little is known, wasn't marked by glamour or access, but rather by a kind of quiet turbulence that shaped her path in ways few could have predicted. By the age of 14, Belle had dropped out of school in the UK, not because she was lazy or uninterested, but because the system simply didn't fit her. And so, like many digital natives who grew up watching rather than being watched, she turned to the internet. She started with Facebook photo shoots, a flirtation with Japanese fashion trends, and softcore cosplay aesthetics. But it didn't take long before Belle realized she had something more than just a quirky look. She had an uncanny ability to provoke, attract, and disturb, sometimes all at once. Her transition to Instagram marked the beginning of something bigger. The images she posted weren't just pictures, they were performances. She became known for her famous Aigao face, the face of sexual arousal from anime, and it worked. In 2016, Belle launched a YouTube channel. At first, she followed the script: makeup tutorials, cute outfits, standard beauty content. Very quickly, she understood something that most creators take years to figure out. You don't go viral by playing it safe. If you want the internet's full attention, you have to give it something it can't ignore. So, out went the tutorials, in came the surrealism, and yes, the sexual tension. And almost overnight, she became a living meme. By 2018, Belle Delphine was no longer just a girl online, she was a brand. She called her fanbase her army of Sims, not mockingly, but almost as if she were in on the joke that everyone else was too afraid to say out loud. But her fans embraced it. She launched a premium Snapchat, followed by a Patreon, and subscriptions ranged from a single dollar to a jaw-dropping $2,500 a month. A tier reserved for those she called gods. Those high-paying subscribers gained access to all her content and even one-on-one Skype calls. Established creators got in on the spectacle. British YouTuber Will and E bought the 2,500 tier, not to talk to Belle, but simply to win a petty subscriber war with a friend. Belle never wanted to miss a beat, played along, laughing with her audience rather than at them.
So the other day, right, I don't know if you saw it, but I did a video and sent a bit of money to Big Belle Delphine.
Oh, Belle Delphine.
Right? For that $2,500, I brought you here today to show what I got for that.
Oh yeah?
And she sent us something. And so
what does that mean? I hope it's a Polaroid.
Maximum.
What is this? This is 18. You paid $2.5 for 18 seconds.
Yeah, come on.
Rise up, people. We need to stop Morg's mum.
So she
Is
was
that
like,
an AK?
yeah, she was like, oh, I've got a couple of air rifles. Should I use those?
Wait, does she have a British accent?
Yeah, do you not know?
Is she from?
Yeah, she's British.
What?
Yeah, she's hiding in the suburbs of like Surrey or somewhere southern. I mean.
Jesus Christ!
But not everyone was laughing. As her fame skyrocketed, so did the scrutiny. Adult content creator Indigo White accused Belle of distributing suggestive images while underage. However, the pictures weren't Belle's. They were from other girls, a serious allegation that could have ended her career. And yet, Belle emerged from the controversy largely unscathed. Then came the moment that would cement her as an icon of internet absurdity. What started as a joke, a fan suggesting they drink her bathwater, became a product. Belle bottled it, labeled it, and called it Gamer Girl Bathwater. Despite the $30 price tag, she sold all over 600 cups in minutes. YouTubers filmed reaction videos, late-night hosts joked about it, and somewhere out there, people actually drank it. However, Belle made a big mistake with the production of her bathwater. She forgot to add a disclaimer, which meant if people got sick drinking her water, she would be responsible. Because of that, PayPal froze her account, citing a violation of its terms of service, which made her lose $90,000 in sales just like that. And yet, once again, her fans rallied. The internet roared in her defense, and eventually, PayPal reversed course, restoring her funds and giving Belle yet another win in a game she seemed to be playing better than anyone else. But her audience started to become greedy. Fans wanted more, real content. Belle teased a launch on Pia, the world's most notorious alt site, and when the videos dropped, the reaction was, let's just say, mixed. Titles like PewDiePie goes all the way in Belle Delphine and Belle plays with her turned out to be jokes. Ironic thumbnails hiding PG content. It was performance art disguised as corn, and not everyone appreciated the troll. In fact, many felt betrayed. Soon, waves of her own followers began mass flagging her Instagram for guideline violations. Her account, with millions of followers, was eventually permanently deleted. For the first time in her career, Belle went silent. However, when she got back online, she did it in her own way, posting what looked like a mugshot with the following tweet. "I got arrested, lol." After some time, she would reveal that it involved a girl that stole her hamster, but of course, it was a hoax for attention. She then once again disappeared from the internet. However, she returned again, posting a video titled, "I'm back," but it was obvious that this was a promotion for her OnlyFans. During that period, she started to appear on popular podcasts such as Impulsive and the H3 podcast. During those podcasts, Belle seemed to be a normal girl who is well aware of what is happening with and around her, and it's then that people started to lose interest in her. You see, Belle took away the one thing fans didn't know about her: her true identity. During those podcasts, she made the announcement that all her fans were waiting for years.
I'm going into porn. All this is happening. I mean, I don't even
What'd you
know
say
what's
now?
going on anymore.
What'd you say now?
Belle,
What'd you say just then?
Let's talk about that for a sec. You have this is making big news right now, and I think you've talked about it on other podcasts. You have your first ever. Is it a true boy-girl scene coming out?
Yeah, boy, girl.
This is
Wait,
this is
when?
internet.
When?
Yeah, when does it come
Well-
out?
25th of December, Christmas, baby.
What a Christmas gift.
Okay.
Despite some people questioning whether it was a good idea, she still delivered on a promise with her first ever corn shoot. The videos would initially do well, but then she disappeared from the internet once again. However, as her previous comebacks all boosted her brand significantly, it would be different this time. 14 months after she vanished, she returned during the Amber Heard vs Johnny Depp trial, posting 2 tweets on her Twitter account. I quote, "When you say bow, I say hello. When you say suck, I say how deep. When you say I say how hard. And when you say Amber Heard, I turn around, pull my pants down, and shit all over your sheets." And another tweet saying, "You have no idea how much this hurt," pretending to eat a light bulb. She also promised her fans more OnlyFans content in 2022. And this time, she fulfilled her promise, posting content with other people than her boyfriend, such as Tumet. However, the choice Belle and Tumet made for their collab wasn't the smartest. You see, Tumet wore a gorilla suit, not very thought through in my opinion. She also collabed with Oliver Tutri, however, her OnlyFans blew up after announcing she would make content with Mia Malkova, a rather popular adult content creator. But because she took away the mystery of her persona, it was harder to keep her name circulating on the internet than a few years ago. She also released a life-size doll of herself with a pair of her used underwear, but it didn't do as well as her previous actions. Today, Belle Delphine isn't as trending anymore as she used to be. Could it be because she took away her mystery? Or is it because her adult content isn't as professional as the other adult content we can find on the internet? But does it really matter? Belle has made a fortune during her career, making millions of dollars and being able to retire anytime she wants. You can like her or not, but you can't ignore the fact that Belle Delphine is one of the smartest creators of the last decade. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you like this video.